everybody, Jason here from Ghostbusters News, and today we're going to be taking a look at two brand new Ghostbusters-inspired toys made by Phantasm Toys. On the left, you'll see we've got the Possessed Puppet, and on the right, Furious Fur. And both of these, the design on them, they are so unique, while at the same time, they are such deep cuts when it comes to the Ghostbusters franchise. And before I go ahead and unbox both of these today, a quick heads up, if you would like to grab either one of these or both of these, they are available for a limited time through Phantasm Toys. Once they're gone, they are gone for the foreseeable future. So if you want to grab these, click that link down below in this video's description and get your order in. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at the Possessed Puppet. And old school Kenner fans, this one likely looks pretty familiar to you. More on that in a second. First, taking a look at the packaging, we've got this art here done by Beducci Studios. As usual, Beducci does not disappoint. And as you're seeing here, these are part of Phantasm Toys' ever-growing Crypt Creepers line. And if this is your first time watching one of our Phantasm Toys Crypt Creepers reviews, the packaging here is made to just pop open. That means you can have the mint on card, and then you can, take the Possessed Puppet out, put them on display, play with them a little bit, and then if you want to, put them back in the packaging and reseal it. But we are not resealing today because you're seeing it right here, out of the box, out of the package. Here he is, Slime. Sorry, I mean the Possessed Puppet. And I love the design here. It is very familiar. We got the beady little eyes there, the teeth hanging down, the tongue sticking out of the mouth, those dangly arms and the three-finger hands. And yeah, for those that don't know, if you can't tell, this is clearly inspired. I mean, heck, it is based on the old school Kenner Real Ghostbusters puppet of Slimer. And Phantasm Toys, they've done a fantastic job at bringing that puppet, that plushie, into a companion-sized ghost toy. I mean, all the details there. I've already talked about the face, and then turning him around to the back here, you're going to see he does have this translucent kind of sparkle effect, which I'm hoping is coming through on camera, but I gotta say, in person, it looks great. As well, taking a look at the back of Slimer, you're going to notice a few bits of extra detail. Around the halfway point of his torso, you're going to see a little slit, and that's where on the original puppet you put your hand into. And then while this Slimer, or once again, the Possessed Puppet, it doesn't have, big old booty cheeks, neither did the actual Kenner puppet. It does contain one really small detail that I'm surprised Phantasm Toys included. And that is a very faint Ghostbusters logo, which this is something that is found on the butt of that original puppet. Another great thing about the design here is the way he's positioned when it comes to his hands and his tail. He actually stands perfectly upright, as you're already seeing. And as I already alluded to, much like all the other past Crypt Creepers figures, this ghost, it is a companion-sized ghost, meaning that it is made to fit very much in line with the old school Kenner line of action figures, looking as if it was a pack-in of one of those toys back in the 1980s. And without a doubt, this Possessed Puppet, it's got that vibe, it's got that feel. Seriously, out of all the small little toys that Phantasm Toys they've released up to this point, I know this one is kind of basic, but I think it's my favorite. Now after that, we've got the Furious Fur. And I love the idea here, and I love the way that this figure has been executed. But once again, first, let's fixate on that packaging. More amazing art by Beducci Studios. And if you can't already tell what this figure it is based on, well, it is that possessed mink coat that we see in Ghostbusters 2 during the Flip City montage. Let me be honest here, I don't think I've ever actually wanted a toy or figure of that mink coat, but I'll take it, and I'm so glad that it exists. Now taking a look at the fur, you can see it is indeed furious. We have four little minks up front there just looking ravenous. Their little sharp razor claws, it looks like they're just kind of lunging out at you. And much like the Possessed Puppet, while this one's not nearly as translucent, it does have that slight sparkle effect. Now taking a look at the back, or I guess the top of Furious Fur, I'll say that I do love that they do include like this textured effect that really gives off the feeling that these guys, they are made of fur. And that fur effect, that pattern effect, it pops so nicely being cast in this psychomagnetheric pink. And actually talking about that psychomagnetheric pink mood slime, I kind of dig the fact that both of these figures right now that are available, they kind of weirdly perfectly encompass Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. You have the green Possessed Puppet, with green slime of course being synonymous with the first film. Thank you, Slimer. And then with Furious Fur, we've got New York City's amalgamation of hate, anger, all turning into this pink sludge. So Ghostbuster fans, as I already said, if you'd like to grab yourself a Possessed Puppet or a Furious Fur, we've got that link down below in the description. Click it and guarantee yourself either one of these or both of these through Phantasm Toys. That's all I've got for you here right now. As always, subscribe. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. We have a link to that down below in the description, and I'll see you right back here next time.